Hello everybody, my name is Grimscythe and welcome to a new series on my channel. We're going to be playing a game called Colony Survival. This is a game about building a colony of little people, and these people have to be fed and kept alive through waves of zombie outbreaks at each night. So we are going to do that and check this out. You can build crops to have your people provide food, and there's a means to provide bread after harvesting wheat, things like that we'll get into. So we are going to check this out, see what we can do and how long we can survive. So let's get a new game started up. Gonna make a new world. I'm gonna call this Grimm's Lost Kingdom. Alright, and so here we're gonna start this here. We're just gonna start on the basic settings, see how it goes. All right, again, so it's gonna have a similar look to some other games that you may have seen before. I'm sure one comes to mind, but we can start. I'm gonna grab a little bit of materials to start. So one thing to note about this is that we can harvest materials ourselves. Later on, we can get our little people to do it. Looks like we started in kind of a forest area here. All right, so we need to find a big open area where we can go. Start building up a place where people can live. So this looks like a nice big open area. I don't see any real mountains to check out in the near distance. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is set up a location for our banner. So first let's talk about the inventory here. As you can see, we got planks, logs. Logs can be turned into more planks. We got stone bricks, some seeds for doing crops. Start with a little bit of food. That's what we're going to use to feed our people. We don't need to feed ourselves, just the people. Some trees to plant, some torches, and some berry seeds, stuff like that. Over here is our crafting menu. We can build beds, crates, and assorted other things that we'll have access to later. On the hotbar here, all the stuff down here is stuff that you, the player, have access to. So if you want to craft something, it needs to be on your hotbar. And if you want the villagers to have access to stuff, you would need to have them in the stockpile. The stockpile can be accessed by just dropping the stuff into the stockpile here. We can also build crates, which will allow us to store stuff as well. And we can also build bows and quivers to help set up locations for us to defend our settlement each night. Now, as the game plays out, it only actually gets you attacked when you have your first colonists. So, it gives us a little bit of time to set up before we have to worry about anything bad happening to us. So we're gonna just kind of get set up, and I would like to get a nice little setup for our banner. So we're gonna take this and oops, where'd that go? I don't think it's fine. So we're gonna put down some foundation for our banner. Do this. And we can get this up here so that it looks kind of nice. People will easily be able to see where it's at. And it will stand out to everybody. So we're going to go it right there. Put that up there. And we also need to get some light sources. Let's get this off of here. Go there for now. Actually, this can go here. Let's put the stones there. Alright, torch can go here. And since this will be the front side, do a little bit there, one on the back side. Alright, what we're going to do is build our front of our thing is going to start in here. I'm going to put these down here. Let's kind of line up where we're starting it out. Alright, so actually one thing I want to do, because we can get a little bit of more choices on building materials, so I want to do that. So I'm going to dig down right over here and kind of make a little mine. And we're going to dig down and find some extra stone. Hopefully. There we go. I want to get down here and get some access to stone so we have more building material options. There is a little bit of a limited supply of options available to us right now. But these will allow us to build concrete, which will have a little bit more variety to our structure, because we can't have just a boring old fixed structure. So we're going to just dig some of this out. This will allow us to build a kind of a stone pillar raise, and that will give us a little bit more creativity involved with our structure, so it's not just a boring wooden structure. Because who wants a boring wooden structure? Alright, how many more? So probably get like 100. Take a minute or so, but I think it'll be worth it. Really wondering to see how difficult it's going to be to survive zombie waves. In the tutorial, it talked about how the more you have, the more attacks us, or the more people you have, the more you get attacked with each night. In a way, it kind of reminds me of game that I've enjoyed in the past called Kingdom, although that one's more time bound than anything. But to me, that just you know, it's like it gets harder as you get bigger. It's more difficult. Alright, so we're gonna leave a little bit of torchlight here in case we want to go check it out in the dark. Okay, so what I want to do instead here is kind of do this as a concrete lay right here. And we're going to build it up a little bit. I'm going to bring this in here. And we're going to rise up here. Oops. I guess I really didn't need to waste the stone down there. That's okay. We can get more if we need it. And what I want to do is come up here. Get this going. We need some torches for the front. Alright. And then, so this is where we'll actually start doing the main part of the building. So I think what I want is spaces of 4. It's kind of hard to see right now. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. So we've got to make this decent size for our first place, so that way we have enough room to have the people live. Shoot, that was not right. That's where I want it. Gotta make a kind of a castle structure to defend ourselves to start with. And actually we're gonna come up to 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. It's easier to see these tiles in the daylight. Is that lined up? It doesn't look lined up. Oh, that's right, because I did it. I did a 5 or 3 up there. That's okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is going to be maybe too big. I'm not sure. We're going to start with this size though. That way we have plenty of room to build inside of, and we can worry about how the fields are going to look later on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is what we're going to do for the base. So we're going to put these down and get my other stone piles. There we go. This is going to be a nice foundation so that we can raise up that building so it's not just sitting on the ground. And then we're going to bring in some planks to fill in the floor. So we'll have to go all the way around with this. Bring this around. The camera angle in this, or the way the camera kind of focuses in on things you're near to, is actually really neat to me. I think it's really awesome. Gives it a unique feel. Give me the rest of these planks, please. I mean, you can definitely tell it's like it's got a different level of quality to the textures that you're looking at than something you might see in the past with other games that are similar to this. Whoa, got lost there for a second. Okay, so it's gonna look like that, and then we're gonna just do one more round. We can make plenty more planks. It's going to take a minute to get this foundation set up. And this will be the full extent of the size that we'll start with. We will definitely have to worry about doing fences in the near future. But we got to find a way to make those fences interesting. We can't just have a square fence set up because that's no fun. And this building's kind of square, and I don't know, maybe we can find a way to make that more interesting later on, but, well, it's not square, it's rectangular, but either way, I would like to make it something more interesting maybe later on down the road. But for now, at least it's off the ground, and we can do this, kind of get that feel like we have pillars holding the structure up. And I think we're probably going to need, for realism's sake, a little bit more in the middle here. This one we're going to double up in the center here. No, that's not right. There we go. Okay. And now we need to bring in the rest of the floor. Also, I should have done 3 on those. That's okay. We'll get there in a second. Alright, so the easiest way, I think, to do this quickly, not tripping on this thing, would be a start. Oh, no. No! This is going to be quite a pain in the butt. Alright, so it's taken quite a while to get our thing set up here, but we're almost there. And then we can start putting in some beds, start getting some people in here, and we can start seeing what we can do as far as building crops and stuff like that goes. It's going to take a lot of blocks to get this filled in here. Maybe I went a little bit too big. Alright, we gotta make some more blocks here. Let's do like 100 more. Probably need more than that, but we'll start with 100. Do there. I'm really looking forward to this game getting future developed. It looks like it's got a good foundation for a game in early access. It's got a lot of potential to be something interesting that we don't see often these days. I think it can be its own unique elements that will everybody can enjoy. At first I was wondering when I saw this if it was, something interesting, and definitely seems to be. I did take some time beforehand to check it out to learn the controls. I think it's like a mix of other games where you get attacked by things at night. Again, like Kingdom is a game I think of because you always get attacked at night and you have to keep your people alive and you gotta equip them with different tools and assign them to different duties, but you can't directly control them. You just hope that they do their best to defend you. And we're going to be in the same kind of situation here, where we're going to tell the people where to defend, but we don't have a direct control over anything besides where they sit and what they're assigned to do. And hopefully soon we can get some people out making us farm. We're working on the farms that we're going to build very shortly here. We just got to be careful about, once we get our colonists out, that we're ready to defend ourselves. And we can use the banner that we put down to place, to hire colonists, or recruit colonists. That's it. Alright, let's put up a few more pillars to raise this up. There we go. And what we're going to do is going to kind of break this up into like a bedroom over here. So we're going to go kind of like this here. And we'll make this side into a bedroom of sorts. People will be living together for now, like it or not. Whoops. Gotta get the placement right. And call it there. Right near a stud. Or column. Okay, we're gonna go one more high for now. We'll deal with the rest of the height later. And one more pillar. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, I think we need this straw on us. We're gonna build a bed. We're gonna build, oops. What am I missing? I'm missing planks. Okay. Let's put this away. We need some more planks. Do that. Alright, so 2 more beds. So we're going to start out with 4 colonists. What just happened to those beds? Oh, it's right there. It's weird. Alright, so let's get the bed going. So we're going to go... What? What? How do we, there we go. Let's put the beds down right like that. Boom. And where did my other bed go? Bed? Did it go into... Oh, okay, it's right there. Alright, we got that there. So let's put this down there. Alright, so now we're going to put some fields down. And for that, we need to go to... So, let's see. How do we do... We can do berry farmer. I'm looking for... How do we actually build the... Guess I should have figured this out. Advanced colonies only need wheat seeds. Colonies requires 5 units per day. And that's okay. Let's see. Why am I not seeing the option to... Alright, so I'll tell you what, I will end this episode here, and I'll figure out the next part of this in the upcoming episode, and we'll start getting our fields planted. We're going to start building some fields out here, and we will then start recruiting some colonists and see what we can do, and probably be looking at the first zombie attack on the next episode. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.